to another episode of Rebuilding Portsmouth. Now, in our last episode, we snuck through to the Champions League final by beating Paris Saint-Germain in France and then drawing 2-2 at home. We have certainly scraped through to the Champions League final, but the Champions League is not the topic of today's episode. It is about the FA Cup final. We were in an FA Cup final, I think 3 or 4 years ago, where we sadly lost to Leicester, if you guys remember. I think it was actually at the end of our live-com special for the 100th episode, so it was quite a little while ago, what with this being episode 140. Now, before I get into today's games, and we've got a few things to show you, basically, I've been doing some thinking lately, and obviously you'll have heard about this on Red Star earlier today, and basically a lot of people were saying that, perhaps the reason that we get these little drop-offs sometimes is that sometimes the episodes are just ridiculously long, and I understand that, and I think at times I've been trying to make the episodes longer because I feel like I'm giving you more content, but at the same time, perhaps like shorter but more concentrated quality episodes would be better, basically. So the same time frames or whatever, but with me not showing the highlights of all the games we played that month, because sometimes that can take ages, and it sometimes means that I've got to fill, and it's just there's perhaps not particularly good that to watch. So what I might do in future, I'm going to try this out for a little while, so let me know what you think, is basically not show the highlights in 3D. What I'll do is I'll go to each game and we'll quickly talk about what happened. If there was like a goal that was amazing, then I'll show you that in 3D, or if there was something really funny or dodgy that happened, then of course I'll show you that. But I feel it might just speed things up a little bit. That way we can try to keep the episodes under 20 minutes, but more to sort of 15 minutes perhaps, and then you guys might have, because if you want to watch both, it's quite difficult sometimes when you've got like sometimes upwards of 30 minutes. That's a lot of stuff to watch, and even if you're committed and want to watch that, that's perfect, but not everyone has that amount of time. So I think you guys could maybe understand that maybe slightly shorter episodes would be a good thing, particularly with it being every day. I think if I was doing it every other day, then the episode length wouldn't make such a difference. But I think dropping the episode length down slightly might help a little bit with the sort of pacing of the series in future. This one might still be a little bit longer just because I've had this sort of preamble on the start, but it shouldn't be too long, hopefully. Now, before we get into the actual games of this episode, Jed Wallace has a club, guys. He has a club. It's finally happened. He's at Bristol Rovers. I don't know what league they're in per se. Let's just quickly check. Jed Wallace is at Bristol Rovers, who are in Sky Bet League One. Okay, they've actually done quite well. Took them a little while of being in the conference, but then once they were promoted out, 11th place, then second, and boom, they're up into League One. So it's good to see Jed Wallace there. 32 years old now, but he is at Bristol Rovers in League One. He's doing okay for them there, 3 goals this season for him. Also, someone wants to see Petr Cech and Oscar. I mean, the fact is, they're both retired, right? Oh, sorry, they're not. Sorry. Petr Cech retired ages ago, and there's nothing on him since then, and Oscar is currently at Palermo, just in case you were wondering. Now, we won 3 games this month, and it was pretty cushy, really. I mean, against Stoke, things were a little bit tighter than they maybe should have been. 2 goals for Pipoca, 1 for Santos, of course, the man. Rodrigo Sampaio and David Morley's goals for Stoke sort of broke things up a little bit, but still 3 more goals. Robert Gray and Mehdi Sassi had to go off injured, and Sassi will miss the rest of this season, which could be a blow for us, more than you'd think, actually. But again, on the whole, we deserved to win the game, and it was a home game, so we were always going to do that. Next up, we were at home to Hull, who, of course, have won once this season, and they were not going to win today. Mamute, after that, Robert Gray, and Santos with the goals, basically. But you notice that King Norman didn't get a goal in either of those 2 matches, and it worried the crap out of me. 33 shots, 12 on target, a domination job on Hull City. We probably should have scored more goals, if I'm honest. But we didn't. I'll just quickly show you the stats as well, just in case you were curious as to how that panned out. It was pretty much all blue, which is what you want to see. And in our final game of the month, we were away at Cardiff, and yeah, we conceded 2 goals, but that's because I threw it on overload, just because I was trying to desperately get Norman Millington 2 goals. Cardiff actually took the lead in this one through Romain Coyote, but then Millington equalised. And when that happened, I thought, right, he's got basically the rest of this match to get 1 more goal to better Guy Whittingham's record and beat Robson's record in the Premier League. Alas, he was not able to do it. Goals from Borja Gomez, Mamute, and Tony Ivancic right at the death there. Before there was obviously Roman Coyote's one, also in the 90 minutes there too. Mamute getting yet another goal. His record is phenomenal. So all of that leaves the league looking like this. We have 99 points, and that is the record points tally of the Premier League. Man United beat the record last season and got 97, but this year we've thrashed it. 32 wins out of 38 is insane. It's the lack of draws that have done it for us. 117 goals scored, which is as many as Hull have conceded. But Norwich also conceded well over 100 goals and are relegated along with West Ham. Chelsea, of course, they're 13 points behind us. Manchester United 14 points behind, and City 21 points off the pace, and we play them in the cup final today. 21 points worse than us this year, and Stoke City, as you can see, are 31 points off the pace, so that is great news. Other thing is, Millington, of course, won Player of the Year with 42 goals, as well as top goal scorer, and bloody right, he deserved it. 7.88 overall. You can't ask for a better performance than that. I was Manager of the Year. It's bloody happened. Despite only winning Manager of the Month once this season, despite our ridiculous run of form, I have won Manager of the Season, and that's always nice. Team of the Year, though, Millington, of course, up front with Becker of Chelsea, which is fair enough. At the back, Lopez Sousa and Gray both made it, which is great. Mamute and Santos, no. Somehow, Mamute and Santos both, and Gerald Van Os, all overlooked in the Team of the Year, despite Van Os getting 16 assists, Santos getting 14, and Mamute getting some ridiculous amount of assists overall, despite only playing half a season. I can understand maybe why he was overlooked, but Santos and Van Os left out was very, very disappointing, considering it was just Manchester City players. Raheem Sterling, Roberts and Teixeira got the other spots, and I think there was a United guy in there too. It didn't make any sense to me, but I'm going to stop complaining about it, because the fact is we won the league, and who gives a crap? So let's take a little look at the squad. Overall, at the end of current play, Millington with 63 goals in 60 matches, which is superb. So he is going to be the Emperor. There's no doubt about it. In fact, I might even change him to the Emperor before the next episode. Pipoca has 22, which is phenomenal as well. Lucarelli with 19, and Santos with 13 goals. That's not bad. Santos with 21 assists and 13 goals failed to be in the Team of the Year. I don't know how. Van Os has 20, Millington has 19, and there you see Mamute, 19 assists and 9 goals in 23 matches is absolutely fantastic. If he played double that and sort of the sort of levels that, say, Van Os and Millington were at, so 56 games, that would be 18 goals and nearly 40 odd assists. He's just a sensation. Man of the match, Millington with 20, which is a new record as well. Yellow cards, Robert Gray with 12. Red cards, Robert Gray and Van Os with 1 apiece. Average rating, Mamute 8.69. Just crazy. Aerial challenges, Lopez Sousa with 35. Key passes, Van Os and Mamute sneaking in behind there with 159 key passes already. It's crazy stuff. Key tackles, 54 for Robert Gray. Interceptions, 570 for Robert Gray. And of course, value, Mamute at nearly 50 bloody million. Now, that means that in today's episode, we're going to be doing not the Champions League final, the FA Cup, and we're going to go at it. Manchester City finished 21 points off the pace with us in the league, and we've got 4 points off them this season. So I feel that us going out there and playing our natural game, why is Nurse in... Okay, so... Millington, Pipoca, Van Os, Santos, Ivancic, Gomez, Mamute, Lopez Sousa, Verstraeten and Gray. Pretty much the strongest team we could put out at the moment. Although Kyle Nurse has played a few games for us now and is starting to come into the reckoning. So I'm thinking next season, if there is a next season, he might take the place of Dylan Verstraeten and be starting to get some more game time. I'm on edge, guys, I have to say. I'm on edge about this because this is crucial. Well, it's not really that crucial. It's the FA Cup. It's not like the be-all and end-all, but I did want to give it its own sort of special thing, and I wanted to make sure the Champions League was its own episode, really, so we could... you never know what can happen in that one. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, it's just a little bit of calm before the storm, hopefully. But if we can win our 3rd trophy of the season here in this match, that would be truly glorious. And I think we're good enough, frankly. We didn't finish 21 points above Manchester City for no reason, I know we lost home and away to Man United, and we finished God knows how far. I think we finished 14 points behind in front of them, so it wasn't quite the same gap. City shouldn't be as difficult as Manchester United were, and it's on a neutral venue, so, we can afford to go out and attack a little bit, and I'm going to try and do that. That's what we're doing now. And I intend to do that in the final against Barcelona as well. But, that's going to be a completely different kettle of fish. I really think we're capable of winning the FA Cup this season as well. And, hey, if we were to win that and do the treble, a domestic treble, that would be incredible, considering it would be the first season we've won a trophy. But we can't talk about that like we've done anything yet in this game, because 9 minutes in, nothing's really happened yet, apart from City are about to get across. No, they're not. Lopez Sousa wins the ball, up to Van Os, knocks it out to Millington. Pipoca, who's really starting to find some form now. Millington whips it across. Sampa, that's poor, actually. Cleared up, and Verstraeten straight in there. Gomez, Van Os, and continuing to recycle the possession. I like that. Pipoca, Millington round the corner. Santos, oh, he's missed it. Big chance there for Santos, but the first good chance of the game goes to Pompey, and that's what I like to see. It's nice to see that we've started the game at least a little bit better. We'll see what happens when the shots update, but 30 minutes on the clock. City have yet to even have a shot, and we've not had many, but we're at least looking like the slightly better team on the night. One clear-cut chance. They've got a bit more possession than us, I would say that. Right, so 0-0 at half-time. Not the most exciting first half, I have to say. And you'll notice that this episode is a little bit shorter as a result of me not showing that stuff. So I think it's going to be good for series in the long run, just so that you don't have quite so much stuff to wade through. And I hope you guys can understand that and agree, because the same amount of work is going to go into each episode. It's not saving me any time particularly, apart from the recording bit, which is going to save me like 10 minutes per episode, which is not a lot, believe me. The amount of work that goes into them is still going to be exactly the same, because everything up to the episode is still going to take the same length of time as it did before. So please don't feel like this is some way of me doing less work. Not that I don't do shitloads anyway. Right, so... Oh, where did City get those shots from? Did that update right before half-time or something? Whoa, hello. Ward-Prowse, free kick. Oh, come on. I suppose, if it ain't... Well, then again, this is what happened when we played them before, wasn't it? They don't need good chances to score. They just need free kicks and stuff. Ward-Prowse, injured. Took a free kick and scored. Right, we might have to go attacking then. Still look on top, it's just... Why is my wall backing up? Ward-Prowse, great free kick. I mean, it's a good strike. Make no mistake about that. We need to come back into this now. We're going to have to tell them to push forward a little bit. I would like to win this as well, just because at least it would keep the morale up going into the Champions League final next weekend, which is what we're really interested in. Plus, you know, if we can't beat City, then what makes me think we could beat Barcelona? Mamousse with the ball in. The straighten up at the back post off the crossbar. It's over the line, and I think it's Tony Ivancic. It is 10th goal of the season for him. He scored late on against Cardiff, and it is now 1-1 here at Wembley. And the Champions League final is also at Wembley, so home advantage perhaps might help. Mamoute's ball in. Verstraeten's header goes off the crossbar, but it drops down here, and I was scared that it wasn't going to go over the line, but Ivancic has managed to get it through the legs there, and it is 1-1 here in the final. I think that's a thoroughly deserved equaliser. We've been the better side. Oh, and Robson's injured as well for City. I mean, they'd have to bring Martial on. Spoke too soon. Oh, Christ, he better not be injured for the final. I mean, it's not like I could rest players for an FA Cup final, is it? So, hopefully that isn't too serious, but I'm a little bit scared that it is, because I don't feel like Mark Simpson is quite ready to be leading the line with us in a Champions League final. You know, we need Pipoca if we're going to have that kind of potential success. I might just put it down onto... Oh, no, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's going to be one of those games, isn't it, guys? Where just nothing goes right for you. Okay, right, well, we're going to have to... Oh, Jesus. I'm going to bring off Ivancic, put Aftret over on this left wing, and just move Gomez into the middle like that. Oh, God. This couldn't have... It's so irritating, because we've been the better side today, as you can see. But... 1-1, fair enough, but now we're down to 10 men as well, and Santos, he never gets sent off. Ah, dear. I thought we kind of got over that hoodoo of shit going wrong in finals for us, but I guess that is not to be the case. Unless we win this. Imagine if we won... Oh, dear. Imagine if we won the FA Cup final with 10 men. Millington around the corner for Mark Simpson, but nobody there, and this is going to be a long ball forward, which we've not got anyone to defend anymore. This is going to be a simple case of City scoring. This is... Why are my defenders not getting back? What are you doing? Don't run at all. Ah, fuck it. Who cares? Why is Bolongo going over there? What? He's not offside. But what I don't get is, once this is played, why is he just jogging? Like, right. We haven't made any substitutions. Oh, yes, we have. What we're talking about. An injury and a red card. Lovely old job. Perfect. I'm going Tercio for the last 15 because Van Os hasn't had a great day and he's looking a bit knackered. Oh, this is disappointing, guys. It really is, because it's just, I feel like we deserve better from the way we've played overall in this game. We've been good. Just those stupid things that happen. We're going to have to go and go overload. Because why the hell not? We've got 6 minutes left to try and win. Sorry, not to try and win this. To try and get our... it's not going to happen, though, is it? Come on. We're down to 10 men now. They're going to score a third more than we're going to score a goal. Or we'll smash one in from a stupid angle or something, you know? Oh, come on. 21 points above them in the league. It just don't matter, does it? Well, this is going to go in the net. Penalties don't get missed on this update. We've seen one penalty missed, and that was Mehdi Sassi's penalty. I'm gutted that we've lost this game, really. I really don't think we deserve, especially not 3-1. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? Red card, penalties, injuries. It's all going to come... Yeah. Ah, dear. Well, there you go, guys. It's a shame. I thought we were going to do better than that in today's game. Really, I did. But we've won 2 trophies already this year. hopefully we've got all our bad luck out the way in this episode with this ridiculous result. I still think we were the better side. Well, there you go. So we haven't managed to win the FA Cup, but it was against Manchester City. 21 points. But we've got Barcelona, and that's what we need to look forward to. Hopefully Pipoca isn't too badly injured, and Santos won't be suspended or anything, because it's domestic, so that should be fine. What? Or is that just a general notification that we get there? English domestic competitions, that's fine. Whatever. But you'll notice, no injury to Pipoca. And that is crucial, guys. So, okay, we've lost the final, but shit happens. We've enjoyed some good success at times this season, winning the league and the League Cup. But I guess if we were gonna have some FM stuff with red cards, sending things that don't normally happening. Let's have them in that game, the FA Cup final. Let's not have them in the Champions League final. If we're going to lose against Barca, I want it to be because they're better than us and not because of some FM crap, Not that that's FM crap, you know what I mean, though. You're the better side. I want us to lose to Barcelona properly if we're going to. I want it to be fair. So, with that in mind, I will see you guys tomorrow for what could potentially be the last episode of this series, even if we do win it tomorrow. There obviously will still be a retrospective episode afterwards where we're going to do the thing into the future and have a little look at how things turned out. So don't worry about that. But then, you never know. There's no point in talking about that just yet. We've still got a lot of work to do in the midweek, and hopefully we can come up strong against Barcelona at Wembley tomorrow, but only time will tell. So guys, if you like what you're seeing and you like this slightly shorter episode length, please do drop a like on the video, and if you'd like it even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Portsmouth and Red Star Belgrade in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock, and I will see you guys in the next episode for the match against Barcelona and the Champions League final, where we decide our destiny. See you guys in a minute, or tomorrow rather. Bye bye.